So this is the Combat Station. I'm your host, Ty Matthews, and today we have a special guest on, Dante Schiro. Anyway, how you doing, mate?
Good, man. Just got done with my last practice today, and then now I'm just on my way to do some recovery stuff.
So coming off this Bellator victory, you beat Scotty Howell. Obviously, you got to finish in round 3. Let's just start off. How do you feel after the win? And were you impressed with your performance?
Good. I feel great. It was kind of a long layoff since my last fight, so it was nice to get back in there and then get a win like that.
Now, obviously, you got the finish in round 3.
Yeah.
What would you like next in your career? What do you want going forward?
I'm ready to stay active. So like I would like to have another fight this summer, and then hopefully this fall or winter before the end of the year I'm healthy and like I didn't have any injuries after that fight. So I'd like to stay busy, but hopefully another up and coming welterweight that has like a name behind them would be nice. I want to fight good people and like test myself against good people. So I think another fight against another guy who's kind of coming up in the ranks, and then I want to start breaking that top 10 and top 5 and start really contending for that belt.
Do you have a full-time contract with Bellator currently?
Yeah, so I have a multi-fight contract with them right now, but I got my last one coming up, so I want to get that one done and get a good win and renegotiate and keep working up the ranks.
Do you feel that you should maybe get a fight in the rankings? Because obviously you had a split decision with Logan Storley and now he's fighting for an interim belt. Do you feel maybe you deserve maybe like a 10th or 9th ranked fight?
Yeah, I mean, I think I do. I think just as far as working my way back up, like I obviously, like you said, I got a split decision with Logan Storley, and I'd like to go right back into the top 10, but there's not really a rush. I just want to stay active and keep winning and have good fights. So I think one more fight, and then we start breaking into that top 10.
Now on the Logan Storley fight, do you feel in that decision you were hard done by a bit? Do you feel you did win the fight? Just out of interest.
I mean, I think I won the fight. I think that I can also see how judges scored it his way based off of like some of the criteria in MMA. But at the same time, I guess like it just depends how you weigh a fight. Do you weigh a fight more based off of who had the most control in the fight, or do you weigh the fight based off of who inflicted the most damage? So I guess it's kind of up to the people judging, so I can't really complain too much because it got left to the judges and the judges made their decision. If you look back at the scorecards, like each judge saw me winning one round at least, even the 2 that gave him the win, and then one judge gave me 2 rounds. So that's a very even close fight, but I think at the end of the day I did the most damage. So to me, that's a win, but I didn't win, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much.
But does that fight give you any confidence knowing what he has done after that fight, beating Neiman Gracie, and now he's fighting main event in a belt?
Yeah, in a way, I guess it does, but at the same time, like I know where I belong. I belong at the top, and I belong fighting with the best guys in the world. So I don't, in a way, yeah, I guess it gives me confidence, but at the same time, at the same time, I believe in myself, and I know where I belong. So I'm not. It's not a make or break thing in my career or how I look at myself as a fighter.
Now, what are your plans? Let's say for the next 3 years. Where do you see yourself by the end of that? Do you believe you will be by a belt or with a belt?
3 years, yeah, 3 years. I would think I would have that belt. But it's just just a matter of like how things go. A lot can happen in 3 years, and I would say if things go accordingly, then yeah, that's exactly where I'll be at, is with that belt around my waist.
Is Bellator the plan for the next while, or would you maybe want to go UFC or something one day?
I wouldn't be opposed to it, that's for sure. I mean, I'm not really sold or married to anybody, like Bellator has treated me pretty well, and I know the UFC treats people well too, but at the end of the day, like, it's business, and they could decide to cut me at any moment if they wanted to. So I don't owe anything to anybody but just to go out there and give my best in the fights. Like, I'm fighting for me. I'm not fighting for the people in the UFC or the people in Bellator. I'm fighting for myself and my family. So whatever, at the end of the day, whatever is the best decision for that case is what I'm going to go with.
A lot of people do say that when they go to the UFC is all that matters. Do you have that? Do you have the same mindset? Do you really care? If you didn't go to the UFC, would you care by the end of your career? Is it something you feel you do need to take off at one point?
I don't know. Honestly, I've thought about that before. I don't really know. Like, a part of me says yes, but then a part of me is like, I don't really care, like, because I think the top, obviously the UFC has a deeper weight classes, right? But I think if you compare like the top 5 of both promotions, like, it's anybody's game. They're all competitive. I think everybody can compete with each other. So like, if you're the best in the world in Bellator and someone else is the best in the world in UFC, like, you're both, the only way to figure out, I guess, the true best in the world is if you had like champ versus champ, which would be pretty dope sometime in the future if they did that. Like, that'd be super cool. I would, one day when I become champ, if that opportunity ever arises, I'd be all for that. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, 100%. That would be very interesting. Now, recently there's been a leak of a UFC card where they confirmed Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz. I was going to ask you, what's your opinion on that fight? Do you think that's a lot of people saying that's one-sided? Do you have the same opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Nate Diaz fan. I fuck with him. Like, he's obviously an OG of the game, but I think like, yeah, I think stylistically that's not a good fight for him. I don't think that's the one that he should go out on. I would like to see him fight like Connor or Dustin on his way out, but who knows? If that's the one, you never know. It's fighting, everybody's got a chance.
Who is your favorite fighter to watch currently?
My favorite fighter to watch currently? I don't know, man. That's hard. There's so many like exciting, good fighters nowadays too. But I don't know. I don't know if I have like a favorite fighter that I like to watch, because I watch so many different fights and so many different fighters, and it's all exciting to me. So I can't really. I don't know. Maybe today I would say one person, and the next day it'd be somebody else. I don't really know. I can't pinpoint it.
Okay, why don't we switch the question up? What is your favorite fight recently that has happened this year or last?
I guess of recent was probably that Burns and Chimaev fight. That was very exciting, especially with like all the questions of, is Chimaev who we think he is, blah, 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 like all the hype behind him. And then everybody knows Burns is a dog, but is he going to get mopped up by Chimaev? And he didn't, and it ended up being a very exciting fight.
What is the favorite?
That's probably the one that rings the bell recently.
What is your favorite fight of your own? What is your favorite fight to go back and watch of your own tape?
I don't know. I don't know that I have a favorite fight of my own, actually. Like, I always go back and watch my fights to like study them and see, little improvements that I can make here and there and whatnot. But favorite, I guess my last one was the most one of the most exciting, I guess. Like, that was pretty fun. At least I got a lot of feedback on it being fun to watch. I don't know. But that last one was probably a good one to go back and watch.
No, it was a good one, that one. Obviously, your opponent came there to scrap early on. You got a bit tired, and you came on at the end. Yeah, Do you have a favorite finish of yours? Then?
Favorite finish. Probably my favorite finish was probably my caged aggression title defense against Kenny Robertson, because that one I actually kind of got my ass whooped the first round, and he had my back. He had a couple decent attempts at a rear naked choke, and then I think it was the first round that that was the first round. So first round he ended on my back, all that, and then second round I turned it around and ended up finishing him with some nasty ground and pound. So that's probably like one of my favorite finishes, just because it's, you know, classic comeback from the first round to the finish.
And one final question, it's a bit of a random one. What is your favorite TV show you've seen recently?
My favorite TV show. Oh God. Oh no. I honestly don't watch much TV, dude. Like if I have downtime to sit down and watch something, I'm like watching fights. Like I just watch a lot of fights, and I like watching fighting. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm training or like, you know, outside hiking, camping. But like, I guess growing up, I watched like South Park a lot. Like that was always a good one for me. Funny show.
My guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll probably wrap up. But
Cool.
any message you got for your fans out there? And anything you want to tell them?
I got a lot of people that support me. So, and I say thank you to them a lot, I feel like, but you know, I guess if I'm going to say it now, I appreciate all the support all the time. You know, it's always very humbling knowing that like people want to follow my journey and see what I'm doing and what I'm going through and what I'm trying to pursue. And it's humbling knowing that people are interested in that and kind of take a piece of that and enjoy it. You know, like when I go out there and fight, it's ultimately for me and my family, but like people that enjoy to watch it and take the time out of their day to like sit down and watch the TV or like buy tickets to go see fights. It's very, like I said, it's very humbling, and I'm very grateful that people want to take time out of their day to support me, you know? So yeah, I guess that's my message to anybody who like supports me or is a fan of me. I don't, not too crazy on the word fan, but that's what it is, I guess.
Well, mate, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, man, you too.
I wish you the best going forward in your career.
Thanks, man.
And hopefully keep making improvements, and hopefully we have you back on here soon.
Oh yeah, it was fun talking to you. Good stuff. I appreciate it.
So this has been a Combat Station. This was Dante, and we are out.